Diet Cola. This is the talk of the show where TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin Pereira.
But if the people at Coca-Cola want to pay us to drink your beverage on air,
I will sip your tasty beverage.
I will. Yes, I will.
Let me give them a trial one. Let me just show them what it looks like. All right?
Boulevard.
On the show today, a goat talks, ladies and gentlemen. And around the net, we're going to show you a very, very vocal goat. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria, and now talking goats. Then in the loop, we're actually going to chat with Harmonic CEO Alex Rogopoulos. It's been 5 months since Rock Band was released, and we are getting the exclusive on the future of the game. I'm a highway star, bitch!
Also, we are reviewing gadgets up today. We're unveiling the Sony CT100 Bravia home theater to go with my new Sony Bravia TV. It's got 3.1 surround sound from only 2 speakers and will blast it to the max for your audio pleasure. Plus, for those of you who don't know, saving the world is really a hell of a job. Coming up, we'll show you the new trailer for Hellboy 2, The Golden Movie. It comes out in July, but today we have a very exclusive special sneak peek.
I love that you're like, oh, for my new Sony Bravia TV, I might get a 6-pack of RC Cola after the show, and you get a giant HD TV.
I don't know who it's from, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Let's get right into it. Here are the top 5 things on the web right now at this exact moment.
Because we love you, it's Around the Net.
I just want to freak out as well.
Oh, me.
All right, we're starting things off at number 5 with a whirly bird that croaked and died, like Coco Beware's macaw, Frankie.
Aww. Now, okay, when you're in the military, you always gotta look over your back. I mean, there's snipers, IEDs, sneak attacks. So it just really, really sucks when you're chilling on a helicopter and then this happens.
If it was Battlefield 2, it was me flying that thing. Very accurate. Most people don't know, the engineering of the helicopter dates back to 400 BC. It was actually when Chinese children played with bamboo flying tops. And by the way, another side note, if I may, Chinese children still make helicopters, just not for fun. They do it because they have to. Because they're born in factories.
It's just nice to have that kind of job security.
See what I'm saying? And the benefits.
Not many.
None.
Today's number 4 item has to do with the saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Yes, originally written by a 16th century English playwright, probably after yelling at his wife to make him a sandwich, something like that. The saying still holds true today.
That's right. And case in point, Trisha Walsh-Smith, who is blowing up YouTube today by showing the internet some emotional pain instead of the usual crotch shot physical stuff. She taped a 6-minute rant about her estranged husband who kicked her out of their apartment in London.
Love this.
My husband is 25 years older than me, and his daughters are around my age. So I signed a prenup. Apparently there's some clause in this prenup that he's got a thing that he can throw me out in 30 days. But he has to have grounds for divorce. We're filming for...
Poor baby's rich older husband doesn't love her. Boo, shut up.
You know, she signed a prenuptial agreement, and in my legal opinion, she's only doing damage to her case by posting this video. So I think she should think twice before hitting the upload. You know what I'm saying?
Your legal opinion? You don't have a legal opinion. It's just an opinion.
Oh, apparently somebody doesn't follow my Twitter account because I just graduated from Santa Monica Community College with a law degree. Thank you.
Congratulations, that's huge.
Very huge. In fact, got a little business on the side now.
What?
That's true. Oh, goofus. Hi, I'm Kevin Pereira, amateur attorney. If your wife has been uploading videos to YouTube, then you've got a problem, buddy. And listen, we're both guys, and we both know women are crazy. Oh. As soon as they figure out there are things on your PC beyond Solitaire and Minesweeper, you've got a ticking legal time bomb, and I can help. Whether you need to file a countersuit or if you just need some assistance locking down that PC. Here's a free tip. Simple password protection. Or put Bejeweled on her cell phone. Chicks love Bejeweled. So call me up. I'll do you a solid. Also, te habla español. Hola. Si se puede. Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of pretty horrible things on the show, but that is one of the most offensive businesses I have ever seen.
Offensively profitable, you mean? Rolling in it! Money bound! All right, in at number 3, we're looking at a family that stays together because they prank together.
That's right. Okay, we have seen these tricksters before when we were about to call child services because old dad pretended he was stabbed in front of the kids.
Which is awesome.
Yes. Now they're throwing pizza. They're throwing the hair inside of a pizza.
Huh?
Here.
The old pizza muff. It happens. But that's not all for this family. I guess the $400 that they got from break is actually paying the trailer mortgage because now they posted yet another prank video.
This one's called the Hairy Pizza Revenge, and it involves drilling some glory holes and throwing flour.
Oh.
Oh, looks good, right? So, and you can see right into the computer room. So when she's done getting a shower, she's gonna get a little surprise.
I love it.
You can always count on your family. So beautiful. Today's number 2 comes to us from America's 3rd best source of fake news. My favorite channel, the Onion News Network.
Yes, the good old ONN scored an exclusive scoop on some entertainment news coming straight out of Hollywood. Now, as we know, filmmakers are getting pretty desperate trying to come up with ideas for new movies. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing new.
But now it looks like they've tapped a new well of creativity.
Iron Man was one of the most popular trailers of last summer, but controversy is sweeping the fan community today following the announcement that Paramount Pictures is planning to adapt the beloved trailer into a feature-length motion picture.
Apparently, the plan is to expand that fast montage of very short shots seen in the trailer into full-length, distinct scenes. And in between those scenes, they plan to add additional scenes that weren't in the trailer.
Just doesn't seem like that would work.
And they are bringing Robert Downey Jr. back to reprise his role as Tony Stark.
Well, there would have been a real outcry if they had tried to cast someone else.
Yes, but that doesn't quell everyone's fears over whether the integrity of the trailer is in danger.
We'll all be waiting to see how it actually turns out.
I love that bit. The feature-length Iron Man movie, not just the trailer, comes out in 16 days. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can fly.
We're going to be in line. When are we starting our line?
I think I have an intern out there now. I don't know. I mean, I
Nice.
didn't feed or clothe him, so I'm sure he's
Doesn't really
probably
matter.
passed out. But as long as he's there.
And the new Hulk trailer will be playing before the movie. No word on if they're making that into a full feature yet, but fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
Finally, topping off the internet for today, and maybe, if I may dare point to the interweb bleachers, topping off the week. It's a talking goat.
Look, normally we wouldn't even open up a video
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
called Talking Goat, but this morning, gotta say, curiosity got the best of us, and we were rewarded with this. Which one is he?
He's the black one right there.
Right here? I don't know, dude. What? I don't know. Here, try. Oh my gosh.
I pointed because I knew. What? head-mounted cam so they can see what goes on over there. All right, you know, okay, here's the thing. Makes me smile, makes me giggle, makes people say, what? Like the video. I'm calling shenanigans on that audio, though. Brandon!
No.
Come on, no! Shenanigans!
Hold on. First of all, you need both of our approvals to do a shenanigan. You guys can't do it.
Executive order shenanigans.
No, you can't. You're not the executive, though, Kevin.
What? Brandon again!
Yeah.
Get the smoke with the...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look, I had to call shenanigans on it.
Okay. Why would you waste the shenanigans on that? You're taking the importance out of our shenanigans.
All right. It's very clear to me that they stole that from somewhere else. That audio, ganked.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-day FTS and Gadgetron, we review an inexpensive Sony 3.1. I stand corrected. Shenanigans stays.
Thank you.
Gotta say, you had really good form there. It was the balloon disappeared like it was a magic trick.
Yes.
Like it just went away.
The incredible
How are you
swollen
feeling, by
wangus.
the way? Because I was horrified in that moment.
Comedy hurts. Just gonna tell you that.
The best part is that Kevin didn't know that was gonna happen, obviously.
No.
He thought he was gonna bounce back.
I did a
Stupid.
stick cam chat after the show with ice packs jammed down my
Yeah,
pants.
Bruce.
And,
well, how's your chin?
yeah.
Like
This
you
is
think?
strong. I mean, the Portuguese hair is
Well,
resilient.
it's a big chin.
It's good. It's
so.
a very strong chin.
Yeah.
I took it right on it.
To get your daily viral fix and
Not
to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And do not forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show featuring a new Around the Net After Hours segment with exclusive videos. Yes. Tonight, some hot chicks in spandex giving you cardio tips. It's not really about the exercise. It's about the hot body. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Allison
I
Hayslip.
disapprove of Around the Net After Hours.
Do you approve of the feed headlines?
I like Allison Hayslip. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Republicans claim that Google gamed the FCC wireless spectrum auction. Plus, a real shocker, the recording industry thinks you should be paying them more money. And the next time you're in a tight spot, try Twittering for help. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
So something pretty cool. This week, Motley Crue decided to premiere their new single, Saints of Los Angeles, not on a radio station or on MTV, but on Rock Band.
Yeah, it's a major score for Rock Band, who continues to roll out downloadable content. About 3 songs a week, give or take. But some gamers are upset that they don't have full albums available, and they want some more desirable songs. Where's my fog hat?
Are you downloading a lot?
Yeah, like crazy.
All of the
Yeah.
the Rock Band?
Absolutely. Every time I go home, my brother always has everything completely
Oh, that's
downloaded.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you guys think? How many Rock Band songs do you download each week? 0, 1, 2, or 3? 3 being the most. Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or, of course, you can get your phones out and text G4TXT, that's 44898, to vote and register for these awesome things. They're called AOTS Live News Alerts. I have no idea what they are.
I just registered for them. I'll let you know when one comes in.
We're done with that. What, okay, guys?
Are we? Yeah, see?
No.
Like, don't poke the beehive with the what stick. Just don't do it.
All right, guys.
The hornets will fly.
Now, in today's high-tech, complicated world, devices are getting smaller and smaller.
But unfortunately, our hands remain the same large, clumsy size.
Clumsy.
Until now, that is.
I love my smartphone, but my hands are just too big for the keys. I want to dial my iPhone, but my fingers are huge. I just wish there was something I could do.
Do you have trouble operating PDAs, sidekicks, or other portable gadgets? Then Lady Hands are for you. Thanks to a revolutionary new surgical procedure, you can have your old bulky hands replaced with smaller, daintier Lady Hands.
Thanks to Lady Hands, I can text quickly and effectively, and it only took one invasive surgery.
And I'm not just the surgeon. I also use Lady Hands.
And our donors are just happy to help. I don't miss my old hands at all.
Wow, look at my lady hands. Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Now I don't have to throw away my smartphone. I just have to throw away my clumsy old man hands.
Lady Hands. Order now and get lady legs for free.
Nobody can tell they're not mine.
Well done.
Played.
That's a Blair Butler.
Blair Butler special.
Blair Butler.
Really Shan and all
There you
doing an
go.
incredible job as the Lady Hands folks.
I love our ladies. All right, guys, still ahead. We're hunting down Osama bin Laden.
Plus, we're reviewing a $300 new Sony surround sound system. It only has 2 speakers, but I said surround sound. How does that work? The math is wrong! The math is wrong!
In the loop, we're talking with the godfather of music games, creator of both Guitar Hero and Rock Band, Harmonic CEO Alex Rigopoulos.
What?
Rigopoulos. Stay tuned.
They don't give out varsity letters in Wii tennis. The Morgan Minute begins in 60 seconds. Yes, the Wii's motion-sensitive controller has revolutionized gaming, but it is not exercise. I'm as happy as anybody to see titles like Wii Fit and Wii Healthy used in hospitals and nursing homes. Making regular activity fun is a great therapeutic tool for people recovering from obesity or ennui. But the rest of you, get outside. There is a big, beautiful world out there. It's got sunshine and oxygen and people you can talk to, no headset required. With any luck, some of them might even date you. Enjoy your games, I do, but the most important combo move I ever learned was to put the controller down and leave the house for a while. The game will still be there when you get back, promise. I'm Morgan, and that has been a minute.
What's up, everybody? We're live and ready to drop today's science.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do.
We're dropping science. Here's the only news you need to know.
I'm Allison Hayslip, and here are your top stories today. Republican lawmakers just realized that Google gamed the FCC Spectrum auction and are crying foul. The auction had a rule in place that stated if a bid came in above $4.6 billion, the airwaves would be open for the use of anyone's devices. Google bid just above that dollar amount to trigger the rule. So now Google gets the benefit of the wireless spectrum without having to pony up the cash. Google says they didn't dupe the FCC. They were prepared to pay if they won, but were more concerned about the spectrum being open access. G4's parent company, Comcast, must be watching a lot of John Adams because now they want to develop a Bill of Rights for file sharing. Last month, they said they would roll out a system that treated all file sharing protocols equally, and now they're trying to level the playing field. The proposal breaks down the best ways for ISPs to deal with the file sharing traffic and dictates what controls consumers have on their P2P applications. Comcast declares that having a spelled out framework would help P2P companies, ISPs, and content owners work together to provide legal downloads for all. The recording industry is still desperately trying to deny the fact that they're becoming obsolete. Now they've told the government that since they're being nice enough to let you, the customer, transfer the music you legally bought to your listening device of choice, they should be getting more money. In essence, they're claiming because you're enjoying their product so much that you bring it with you in your car or on a walk or to the gym, you should be paying them over and over again. Just wow. All right, moving on. China is mad as hell, and they're not going to take it anymore. Many Chinese internet users are tired of the protests surrounding the Olympic Games and consider it Western bullying. In response, thousands of Chinese are adding a Love China icon to their MSN chat names to show support for their country. While this shows the country can band together in solidarity, outsiders suggest that since China is being censored, they aren't getting the full and balanced story of the protests. And finally, when you get sent to the slammer, you get one phone call, but maybe police should offer one Twitter. A graduate student from UC Berkeley was arrested in Egypt for taking photos of a demonstration. The journalism student used his mobile phone to Twitter the word arrested to his followers. They immediately contacted UC Berkeley, the U.S. Embassy, and some press organizations on his behalf, and the student was released the next day. Now that's using those 140 characters wisely. That's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Allison. And curiously, there's still more news ahead.
That's right. Here's Morgan with the day's gaming headlines and what XPlay has next.
Thanks, guys. We have another great show tonight. PS3 fans, listen up. We have the latest info on the Metal Gear Online beta. If you have a key, you can start downloading now. You just can't play it until next week. Recently, a few non-resident gamers tried to break into Japan's online beta, and Konami had to lay the smackdown. We'll have more on that later. Also, Namco has announced a Soul Calibur 4 release date, out on July 29th. The physics-friendly fighter will also be sold as a premium pack, and we'll give you all the details on what you can expect for that. Then, is video game sex and violence the cause of all society's ills? We get some FaceTime with the authors of Grand Theft Childhood, a new book that disputes some studies that link violence to video games. All that and more at 8. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Morgan.
Now let's go over to Zach Sellin, who's here with some funny comedic insights.
Actually, let's change gears slightly. I want to discuss 9/11. Has our country done enough to find the terrorist responsible for thousands of murders? Well, given that the most serious effort to find him in years was from the guy who made Super Size Me, the answer is no. I got a chance to hang with director Morgan Spurlock and talk about his new film, Where in the World is Osama Bin Laden? Yoo-hoo! Osama! Super Size Me sensation Morgan Spurlock sets out on a quest even more dangerous than fast food.
I'm looking for Osama Bin Laden.
So where in the world is Osama Bin Laden? What's the movie about?
It's about me going to look for the most wanted man on the planet. In the midst of me doing this, it's at the same time my wife is pregnant and about to give birth to our first child. So I go hoping, to find him and make the world a safer place for him and for all of us.
How do I say, don't take me, take the cameraman?
You went through a lot of training.
I did.
Can you describe sort of the security classes and what that was all like?
I did like a hostile environment training course, and they teach you, when you get into a war zone, how do you react when you're kidnapped? Somebody's holding a gun at your head, you get shot in the chest.
How do you react to getting shot in the chest?
And pretty much you check to make sure you're gonna live. Big kind of hope first things first.
Start planning on how you're gonna survive it.
That's a whole nother level of crazy.
You're almost fearless out there. What was the scariest part?
I think the scariest part for me was when we were embedded with the military. We're out with them one day and there's a Taliban ambush on the governor's convoy. You end up seeing, them coming out and taking out one of the Taliban.
So that way, from Egypt to Afghanistan, Spurlock searches the most feared places on Earth, only to find the people there are more like us than we've been led to believe.
Now they're going to think like all we do is pray. That's all we do.
There's so much Western influence, and take a perfect example is country like Saudi Arabia, where there is such this conflict that's happening between modernization, westernization, and real conservative ideology. But behind closed doors, these kids are just like American kids.
Despite all he learns from his travels, however, at the end of the film, the question still stands.
Do you know where I could find Osama Bin Laden?
Do you have any kind of idea where Osama might be right now?
When we get to the end of the film, based on where everybody was pointing us and what people were saying, I think we were to within 50 to 75 miles of where at that time people thought he was. Who knows if he's still there.
To see just how close Spurlock actually gets to finding the most wanted man alive, take the journey yourself to theaters. Yeah, I don't think we're spoiling anything by saying Morgan might not have found him. So get a Lonely Planet guide to Pakistan and get searching. Back to you, Kevin and Olivia.
You're so close, 50, 70 miles. Why don't you stick it out? Stick it out.
Gas. It's expensive.
It is expensive.
All right, coming up, G4's got some really good TV rolled together with 15 hours of 420 coverage, kicking off the day as G4's premiere of the Stoner classic, Half Baked.
And Attack of the Show hits reggae heaven for a Jamaican 420 special. We're both in bikinis the whole time. It's very exciting. I jump off a cliff, almost die. It's pretty awesome. Then Code Monkeys returns with an all-new 420 episode, and G4 brings you Reefy's Madhouse.
Which is a special take on what?
Reefer Madness.
Come on! Promo pony right into town. Catch G4's 420 special starting at 1. Just check out g4tv.com/420 if you want info and updates.
You guys have to watch, because we went to Jamaica for a whole week just for you. Lots of good stuff.
Well, we've got like 3 or 4 days just for us.
Yeah, that's true. Still ahead in the loop. Motley Crue just released a new single on Rock Band, and we'll talk to the head of Harmonix, which his name is not Hugo something.
No,
I said it wrong.
We'll figure it out in the loop. And later in Attack This, find out how to get a life-size Cylon. Yeah, for sexual purposes. Stay tuned.
The feed is presented by ITT, providing you a place to prepare for your digital future. For details about ITT Technical Institute, go to itttech.edu.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Earlier, we asked you how many Rock Band songs you download each week, and according to the numbers, it looks like just 20% of you are downloading one or more songs a week. Do the rest of you guys just play the same song over and over again? Do you have, not have an internet connection or something? Or maybe you just want to save money. That's always a good thing. You should save money when you can, I think. Anyway, here's a man that considers downloading an inalienable right.
Look, if you don't want me to have it, then don't put it on the internet. It's that simple. Now, we all know that Rock Band has dominated gaming consoles for, half a year now, and even Motley Crue is getting in on the action. But how will Harmonix keep things fresh for years to come? The Loop is here to find out. Since its release last November, Rock Band's been tearing up the virtual charts with no sign of slowing down anytime soon. With the game coming to the Wii in June, and Motley Crue becoming the first band to debut a new song exclusively as downloadable content, 2008 could be a pinnacle year for Rock Band and its fans. So what does developer Harmonix think of their rise to fame? And how will they ensure Rock Band isn't a one-hit wonder? Hello, Cleveland! It's The Loop. All right, my guest tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, CEO of Harmonix Music Systems, Alex Rogopoulos, is here to talk about all things Rock Band. How are you, Alex?
I'm well. How are you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing very well. It's funny, I heard you, I saw you watching the little intro that we had there, and I talked about Rock Band being a one-hit wonder, and you laughed, and I'm assuming that's because it's not a one-hit wonder. I mean, you guys have done this before. It was, less than 3 years ago, and I don't know if I say Guitar Hero, will you take off the mic and walk off, or is it fair to bring up?
No, of course not.
Because, I mean, that was your baby,
please.
and it was less than 3 years ago, and Guitar Hero comes out, and it really revolutionizes music games, and I'm wondering, did you realize back then that this would have such a tremendous impact on gamers and even non-gamers everywhere?
Well, I mean, I think, no sane developer, game developer reasonably expects that a game that they're making is going to take off and become the kind of phenomenon that these games have become. And particularly given the, the battering, the experience we had over the previous decade with the music games that we had been developing that hadn't been so successful. So, I don't think we reasonably expected this to happen. The flip side to that is that I think for those 10 years before it did happen, there was this conviction that we've always had that this was an outcome that was possible because of, the power of the music and the way that we were trying to unlock that through the games. That we had a hope that this kind of outcome was possible. So after a decade of slaving away at it, it was certainly, pretty gratifying to watch it finally all come together.
And it's been, nearly 5 months, I think, since the release of Rock Band. And
yeah, about that.
And you walk by bars and there's competitions being held. You go to a Best Buy and there's guys rocking out thinking this might actually get them laid. Like, it has really changed the landscape for everybody. I mean, how do you feel the Rock Band's success? I mean, has everything gone according to plan?
Yeah, well, a number of things. I mean, the game, of course, we're thrilled with how it's doing at retail. The game continues to sell, pretty much as fast as we can manufacture the peripherals. But for me, the two things that are most exciting is, well, first of all, who's buying the game? Overwhelmingly, it's not core gamers. It's just, mainstream casual players. A lot of people who really don't even consider themselves gamers. They're playing it because it's a way for them to connect to the music in a new way. And that's, exactly what we hoped would happen. And I think we're thrilled to see that, in fact, you have, a lot of 55-year-old moms playing with their teenage sons or, 45-year-old dads playing with their, 10-year-old daughters and things of that sort. And
it's true. When my old man pointed to the Xbox 360 and asked if you could get Rascal Flatts on that thing, I knew that I had unleashed a beast. And I know he's a Motley Crue fan, and I want to get to that real quick because just this week, they became the first band to debut their new single on Rock Band. I mean, people are talking about how are musicians going to monetize in this day of digital downloads and yada yada. I mean, this is a huge deal. Do you think more bands are going to offer exclusives like this for Rock Band?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been amazing how much downloadable content has taken off. I mean, at this point, in just a few months, we've done now over 8 million paid song downloads for the game. And yeah, what's happening just this week with Motley Crue, I think, is a signal of things to come. And I think, looking out into the future, we really, we really view Rock Band as a platform for people to experience the music that they love, and we think that as artists are making new music and releasing new music, just like they release their singles to radio and they make a music video for the lead-off singles for their album, I think they're going to be thinking of Rock Band as a platform on which they can deliver their new music to this audience, and that's incredibly exciting for us.
When are we going to start getting the full album downloads, Alex? I mean, that was promised. We thought week 2 we were going to get that stuff. What happened there?
All I can say about that right now is that we will have a very specific announcement about that by the end of this week.
Well, okay, we get an announcement about a specific announcement at a later date.
Exactly.
But it's
you
coming.
just got that exclusively,
I'll take
Kevin.
that. Hey,
An
exclusively
announced.
An announcement. Thank you for that. I got to ask about the competition between you and the Guitar Hero guys, because, I mean, now 2 separate entities. Are you competing for bands and songs? Because so many guys are like, where's the AC/DC? Where's the Green Day? Where's the Dragon Force? They want to play these songs in Rock Band. Is there a competition going on behind the scenes?
No, I wouldn't say there really is at all. I think that by and large, we've had incredible success getting artists into the game, and we've really, with a few exceptions, been able to get more or less every artist that we've wanted into the game, either past games or downloadable content or new stuff that's in the pipeline. And I think that in terms of some of the artists that you just named, I think there's certain artists, particularly huge, titanic artists, some of the more classic artists, particularly ones who didn't grow up with video games, where for them, it's really not about competition between these 2 franchises, because frankly, I think they're pretty different game experiences. And so we haven't really experienced that kind of competition. It's really more about getting some of these artists, particularly the big classic artists, kind of over the hump of understanding what these games are, and how they can connect their audiences.
Those artists will be in Rock Band too, along with the keyboard peripheral and the ability to make your own songs. Do you care to announce any of that here, Alex?
I see. All right, so this is like the awkward part of the interview where you ask me for details on future unannounced projects, and I have
keyboard,
to give you,
yes or no? How about that?
Blink
Blink once for keyboard. Nod towards that Sitco sign over your left shoulder. If we're going to be able to make our own tracks, Alex.
Suffice it to say that if there's something that you really want, there's a pretty good chance that we're working on it for some point down the road.
You heard it here first. Keyboards and the abilities to make your own songs in Rock Band 2. Alex Rogopoulos, thank you for stopping by and keeping us in the loop. And moreover, thank you so much for an amazing game that has brought so many people together. We all sincerely appreciate it. All right, now let's go over to Olivia Munn, who's going to help you spend your fortune.
Why can't he tell us? I mean, it's not like he's going to get fired. We did agree on a price, so he's been paying monthly.
Thank you.
Hey guys, many of this summer's biggest movies have one thing in common.
Going to theaters?
Oh, okay, they have 2 things in common. They all originated as comic books. There you go.
It's like, okay.
What? That was good. You added something that people didn't know.
Right.
Yes. You guys, on July 11th, the long-awaited sequel to Hellboy, it arrives.
Yes, the man that will soon direct a new pair of Hobbit movies, Guillermo del Toro, returns to the paranormal researcher who's fighting to save the world here. And all its glory is the Hellboy 2 trailer.
Now for our next item, the Royal Crown of Bethmora, a piece from a long-lost culture.
Lost? Not at all. Very much alive. And I am here to reclaim what is rightfully mine.
Call security!
When our world is threatened,
I have returned to wage war and reclaim our land.
by forces beyond our understanding, our government turns to an elite, top-secret organization.
We're moving up.
We had over 70 guests reported. We have no survivors.
Same story here, babe.
Don't call me babe.
Hey, I said, hey.
Red, we have company.
I have a suspect.
The Royal Seal.
I'm Princess Nuala. My father died to uphold the truce with your world.
I will call upon the help of all the children of the earth. The good. The bad.
Give it up, Nasty, we can see you.
You see me? How? How do you see me?
And the worst. The Golden Army, the unstoppable force.
Oh, crap.
Kill them.
Wouldn't do that if I were you. They're afraid of me.
You have more in common with us than with them, demon.
Excuse me. Make the choice. You woke up the baby.
Yes!
That looks amazing!
Yes!
That's amazing!
Well done,
Thank
Guillermo.
you for giving us the trailer. That was awesome.
All right, still
Thank
ahead.
you.
Today's Gadget Prawn is for your ears. Sony managed surround sound
So don't
with
watch
just
the
a
show.
pair of speakers. No. Don't mute it or you'll miss the excitement.
Yes.
Find out if this product is to suck.
Yes, we will be right back, everybody.
Clap!
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life.
Okay, guys, coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, we are looking at Who's Who on YouTube and featuring John Lejoie. He is the #1 most subscribed comedian on YouTube, and we're going to show you guys why.
Yes, and on Friday, we are objectifying chicks. At least we're honest. Hey, find out who's this week's #1 women of the web. Oh, also, real quick, earlier in the web, Nat, we showed you a military helicopter that crashed.
Please stop clapping.
You know, we like to have fun here, so don't confuse cheering with the supporting the accidental crashing of military helicopters.
Yeah, we checked out. Apparently no one died, so that's a good thing. No one
Yes.
got hurt, but we do not support it.
There you have it.